For you and I, having a bank account is a very normal thing, but for a lot of people around the world, in fact around 2 billion of them, they don't have a bank account. And so what this means for them is they're excluded from financial services, but what it actually means for the companies that employ them, the very simple act of paying a salary becomes very onerous, particularly when you have a lot of employees. Where we are in Egypt, the problem's particularly acute. In fact, according to our research, we see that something in the order of only 3% of adults receive a salary to an account.
There are 2 billion unbanked individuals in the world, but there is another huge problem, which is the number of underbanked individuals in the world. I mean, individuals which do have a bank account, but actually do not have access to their financial products and services, or they have access to products and services that are quite expensive. To give you a ballpark number, 1 in every 6 students that graduate from university, get their first job and get a loan, they default on their loan here in the UK.
Well, in the UK, we've delivered an excess of 6 billion in revenue, and now we employ more than 60,000 people in fintech, and that's through delivering easier ways to make payments, better access to loans for people or for business with lending platforms, better advice for financial solutions, savings, planning, etc. We think the flagship project in the world is Gates Level 1, trying to get 1.8 billion people into a financial system, and we're big supporters of that. So I think every year you see great progress, and as people adopt mobile phones, the price of mobile phones come down, more people in the world generally get access to financial services. So it's going to happen at a pretty quick rate over the next 10 years.
There appears to be a massive disconnect between the elite and the rest of the world, who are protesting in a very vociferous way now about their lack of inclusion in policy and in economic benefits. And it's going to be very interesting to see how over the next year this whole tension between populism and the elite plays out, and whether the elite are able to bridge that gap effectively and to reconnect with their mass supporters.